Welcome back to Modular Hippo and happy 2026. I hope you all had a great Christmas and New Year's. This is just a quick recap of where I am at with the actual boat build. As you can see, the weather is not the best for working outside. It's still minus and it's still snow and ice, so it's going a little bit slower than expected. But what I have done is I have ordered more material for bulkheads, so I will be creating more bulkheads in the week coming up, and then I can store them here with the rest of the bulkheads. I have also designed the recess for the top part of the boat, the cabin, so that I can start working on the windows. So I will be picking those up as well as I am in the process of welding the bow, so there will be some movement on that side as well. So I will be pushing on with some new parts. I will definitely have to sort out the lead as soon as it gets a little bit warmer. So I will be using all the stuff that I prepared here for the lead melting, as well as the sand melting box that I've designed. So I want to get that out of the way so that is done, so I can wrap that up. So yeah, upwards and onwards, onwards and upwards. I have put a bit of a halt on the motor build, so I'm going to push that forward. So this is just a little bit of a recap of where we're at and what I intend to do next. I have the motor, it's still running, which is good. It's been in here for a while. And the next things I'm going to work on is the cooling for the motors, as well as the cooling for the motor controllers. I will also look at the cooling from two different perspectives. I'm going to do one which is water and fan, as well as a setup where I will use skin cooling. That is when you use the cold part of the hull that is literally touching the water, and use the cold element of that to funnel the water through a labyrinth, and then by doing so you're cooling it down before you pump it back into the motors and the motor controllers. So those are the things I'm going to look at, as well as this shaft isn't perfectly aligned, it's not perfectly straight, so I need to work out a way to make sure that when I push it through the first bearing into the second bearing, I have no friction. It's literally just frictionless. Right now I have a little bit of tension on there, I don't like it, so I need to do something about that. Another thing I'm going to look at is the belt, the pulleys. Right now I have V belts. I might go over to toothed belts, and I might also look at the gearing. This is a good setup for testing this, but it probably won't be my final setup. So those are the things I will be looking on at during 2026, and hopefully get this part of the boat build up to a point where I can just put it on the hull when the hull is ready. On the components side of the boat build for this year, I am going to focus on a couple things in the beginning, and that is to make sure that I can run a test where I am charging the Seplos battery packs via the EG4 and via my generators. I haven't done that yet, so I want to connect the generators to the EG4 and then make sure I can charge the Seplos packs. Another thing I will be doing is making sure that both Seplos packs are being marine kind of ready. So I'm going to take the circuit boards out, and I am going to spray them with a coating so that they are a little bit more ready for a marine environment. And I might change some of the bolts as well. This one I still need to put the batteries in, which I have over here, as well as I will also build the aluminium boxes for these that will be sitting on the floor level. So that is something I need to design in QCAD and then laser cut and then weld together. So I will also looking at a mechanical reset functionality that will be sitting here. So it literally is a mechanical button pusher, because once this is under the floor level, we won't be able to get to it, and that reset button is sitting on the circuit board here. So if I would start moving that, it would be a little bit over my skill set to do that. So the easier for me is just to put a remote controlled mechanical reset button. So Another couple of things that I will be doing is building the actual box with some rotary switches that allows me to create a flow of electricity either from shore power or from the generators or from the inverter itself. So that will be easy just to kind of set that into position depending on what power I am using. The second thing will be to start working on the 12 volt and the 5 volt buck converters as well, so I can start to use that for charging phones and everything else. This year I will push forward with the battery build, the 18650 battery builds, with the hope to get my 6 kilowatt of recycled energy. So what is left to do literally is just for me to connect these battery packs to a copper bar, and then connect the copper bar to the actual bridge points, and do that for all the 14, or it's actually 28 packs. I think it's 840 18650 batteries in total. When that's been done, I can then fire this Dali 14S 48 volt 200 amp lithium ion BMS up, and also make sure that the active balancer is working, and also that is module pack allows me to connect them both together to make one unit. So that's the way forward on this one. I will probably also paint the back plate in something that is less conductive than what it is right now, just from a safety point of view, before I do the final mount of all of this. So that's the idea, and if it works and it looks okay, I'll probably mount it in some fireproof box so that it's not gonna catch fire, and if it catch fire it should be fine anyway. So let's take a look and move it forward. Thank you.